People sometimes think we're crazy for what we do.
When people are running away from a fire, police and fire are always running to the emergency.
Really what we're trying to do is help people.
These are some of the most elite pilots in the world.
My dad and mom used to take me to the airport to watch airplanes when I was little.
We would chase fires just to watch the aircraft drop.
The firefighting mission can be very dangerous at times, and then you add the aviation component.
It's a very high risk, high paced position that we're in.
It's always in the back of your mind that something could happen.
It seemed like for a long period of time there was an S2 pilot killed every year.
And when you walk out of these doors to respond to a call, you may never come back through these doors. So there's families out there that don't have dads or husbands or brothers or anything anymore because they were lost in this industry. You kind of accept the known risks.
The challenge of the job is being able to see those risks, mitigate those risks, and avoid those risks.
I mean, we're just blessed to be able to do what we love to do and help people at the same time.
It's a very unique job.
And it's very rewarding.
Not a lot of them, and it's got to be for the right person.
And it's not something that's easily attained.
My name is Scott Robinson, and I'm an air tanker trainee for CAL FIRE. The S2 is the reason that I started flying airplanes. This is the dream job. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a pilot or a firefighter. Flying is also very expensive, so it wasn't really an option for me when I was younger and when I was looking at possible careers for myself. So I focused on firefighting. I was a structural firefighter for quite a few years. I was going through the kind of CAL FIRE and training academy, sitting in the day of the class where they talk about, aerial firefighting. I'm sorry, time out. You guys do what with airplanes? Fast forward a few years when I actually decided I want to get into flying, and it's like, that's the thing I want to do. I had saved up enough money to get my private certificate and got that. Thought I was gonna fall in love with it, really substantially fell in love with it, and just never looked back from that. My first job in aviation was flying skydivers. I had been a skydiver for probably 8 or 9 years before I started flying. So I was flying jumpers for 2 years. After that, I applied to Courtney Aviation, which is a contract air attack company. That was my first step into flying for firefighting. After that, applied to CAL FIRE and got in last year through the air attack, and now I'm in the tanker. I knew it was going to be a journey. I knew it was going to be difficult. I just consider myself incredibly fortunate to be able to be here with the opportunity to fly the S2. Definitely a dream come true for it.
CAL FIRE has the world's largest aerial firefighting fleet. Currently there's approximately 70 aircraft. We have 17 OV-10s, 12 Vietnam-era Super Huey helicopters, 16 Black Hawk helicopters, 23 S2T air tankers, and then our newest fleet is 7 C-130s.
Our primary mission is initial attack.
Right, so initial attack is we're trying to keep the fire under 10 acres. It's getting to the fire as quickly as possible.
Get there fast and fight it hard is our motto.
So by the time the cavalry gets there, if you will, we've had a really good complement of aerial assets.
And that way we can stop or slow down the progression of the fire. Then we can get enough resources on the fire to put it out.
In aviation, they teach you to sit down and make flight plans and do all these things. In this job, you don't have a flight plan. You come to work every day not knowing what you're going to do, where you're going to go, or what fire you're going to face. And you come in, you wait, you get a dispatch, and you've got to figure it out on the go.
Every fire we go to is a brand new destination. It's never been charted.
Every flight, even if it's to the same fire or the same thing, is different. Nothing is routine, but yet every flight is routine. It causes you to think and challenge yourself.
It's at the drop of a hat that you're going out and having to fly the mission.
We can be airborne in less than 5 minutes.
Just seen guys move around, so they might. Yep.
Fire dispatch, fire dispatch.
CAL FIRE has 14 air attack bases, and we have 11 heli attack bases that are located across the state to make sure that we can have a firefighting aircraft over the top of a wildland fire within 20 minutes.
You'll see, 5 to 6 aircraft on some initial attacks, depending on how big the fire is.
If it's small and kept small, man, there's a whole lot of fires nobody ever hears about because we get there and it goes out when it's an acre or a half acre or a quarter acre. The situations are dynamic and always changing and always different.
There's a new fire, it looks like just over Valley Center, putting up some smoke. Divert from the Fairview.
Air attack goes out and he's talking to the IC, he's listening to the ground. He then can direct us what the priority of the incident commander needs on that particular fire.
Copter 729 and 301, just hold your 3 miles. I'm going to put both tankers in. And 71, you're clear to maneuver.
With the two S2s, we work as a team. We can get there, drop the retardant, and then the helicopter will get in, he'll drop off the crew.
Right wheel's down, tail's down, everything's clear.
All right, you guys are cleared out.
And you're getting some immediate action on that fire right away. It typically takes a year to 2 years to train a pilot.
CAL FIRE and Amentum spend a lot of money in training to make sure that they get the best possible pilots with the best possible outcome.
There's 4 stages in the training that all have a different amount of tasks and different tasks are required.
So the stage 1 is in Sacramento.
So our new hires now, they'll sit down with CAL FIRE guys and go through a lot of basic tactic stuff.
Where the head of the fire is, the heel, the flanks, kind of what the terminology is. And then you'll get 2 weeks of ground and flight training, where you'll do a real intensive ground school.
Making sure that trainees understand the system of the airplane, they can take off land. Very basic.
First day of tanker training, really just trying to prepare myself for the fire hose that I knew was coming. Kind of the anticipation and not knowing what I don't know, and having all of what you don't know about to be highlighted very quickly. So I was nervous about that, but above all, was just excited.
Okay, so just a brief introductory to the S2T. The S2F1 was manufactured from 1953 to 1955. In 1962 to 1963, they came out with the S2D, the E, and the G model. We have all either E's or G's. They came to us from the desert. Our highest time airplane now is a little over 10,000 hours, which is not much. They didn't see a whole lot of service, not a lot of carrier landings, which was good, and they got pickled until we got them in 1997, 1998. So the airplane is designed for single pilot operations. The cockpit was designed by a pilot to be used in a flow manner to be able to get off the ground quickly. Dash 331 is the manufacturer's engine series, where you will find it is incredibly reliable and incredibly easy to operate.
My name is Brad Baker. I'm the lead instructor pilot for Amentum on the CAL FIRE contract. What are we up to now? 88 pilots, I believe. And the way we train here at CAL FIRE is anybody who goes to a fire in an air tanker has to have an initial attack card. Initial attack card is basically a license to fight fire unsupervised. So if they get to the fire, they can fight it tactically, set up the airspace, all those things unsupervised.
Local IC, Tinker 100, AirTech, go ahead with your traffic for local IC. Local IC, Tinker 100, the AirTech's still on the way. I'm overhead your fire. Looks train and wind driven, probably 4 or 5 acres. It is currently surrounded by roads.
It's not so much a flying job, it's more of a firefighting job. We're teaching accomplished pilots to become firemen. That's basically the initial attack card, and I would say there's probably less than 125 in the world. We have 42 initial attack cards here. I'm biased, and I will say that yes, I would think that these are some of the most elite pilots in the world. Our training is incredible. We have an instructor cadre. There's 11 of us now. Typically, to get there, you have to have 5 seasons as an initial attack pilot and over 100 hours in specific airframe. We've all kind of got together over the years and made training really, really good.
When we're sitting in that room all together, you get nervous because you don't know what's coming. You don't want to mess up, but we're also excited because this is what we all want to do. This isn't a job that you kind of just land in. It's something that we've put, years into trying to achieve. And so You have the nervousness of wanting to execute, the excitement of finally being able to be there for these things. It's really a melting pot of a bunch of different emotions between all of us.
We use the simulators a lot recently for tactical training. We'll create a fire through the software in real time and go out and do all the procedures as far as the fire traffic area is concerned, and then they can develop the tactics necessary in their mind to fight that fire simulated.
It was a helpful tool to be able to go over flows. This is the switchology of the airplane. They could even throw some emergencies at us so we could start noticing certain things in the airplane. That's phase one. At the end of that, we get our phase check, and then we're all done with that. We come on to the rest of the phases.
So this is my first season as a trainee in the air tanker. I grew up in Minden, Nevada. My dad and I would always go to the airport to have picnics or chase airplanes. And we would chase fires just to watch the aircraft drop on fires. And I absolutely fell in love with aviation, and particularly the firefighting aspect of aviation. With firefighting, I get to help the community protect houses, protect life, protect property. Always has been kind of just this distant dream that was kind of unobtainable. Before I came here, I flew private jets. I did that for about 15 years before coming to CAL FIRE.
Okay, good morning. The time is 9:25. We'll get started with a little weather brief. Okay, the weather at McClellan is 180 at 6, 7 statute miles, overcast at 700, so we're parked for the time being. We'll give it till about 10 o'clock, 10:30. Take a look at the weather, go from there.
It is very difficult to bid and actually get a slot in tanker training because there are so few slots available. My particular class, there's 4 of us total. It is not a lot of people. It is extra difficult considering that you get one shot at it. If you don't make it through tanker school, you likely will never have the opportunity to go through tanker school with CAL FIRE again. The pass rate in tanker training school is about a 50-50 pass rate right now. I've completed stage 1 and 2 now, so I'm not yet complete. My classmates aren't either. There's a chance that half of them, one of them maybe being me, might not make it through. There's an extensive task book that we have to get completed. Different drop scenarios, different fire scenarios, all things that we have to get checked off, get signed off, and have done very precisely, accurately, and done proficiently throughout the whole training to even go for your initial attack card at the end of the training process.
The funny tradition that they have here is you get your retardant bath, where something like the Gatorade bucket, when you win the Super Bowl or win the championship, they'd fill up a bucket of retardant and douse you in it at the end. So that's the thing we're all waiting for, right? At the end, it's to get that retardant bath.
In this job, whether you're on the ground or in the air, you're taking risks. So when they show up here in Santa Rosa, take the trainee inside the tanker bays, there's a wall with the state and all the names of the pilots didn't come back, didn't return. And I tell the trainee to take a good look at it because it's important to realize the risks involved in this job. Tell them, all these pilots were good pilots. All of them wanted to come back at night, at home. I say, this is why training is difficult. This is why all the instructors will be very demanding.
So these instructors push us in stressful environments so that we learn how to cope and handle stress well and make good decisions while being heavily loaded in a stressful environment.
CAL FIRE has over 14,000 employees. I pray every night and every morning. And every day I wonder when that telephone is going to ring that's going to tell me something went wrong.
Alrighty then. Good morning, Hammer Ryan. Today is Friday, July 21st. The tanker base managers Gomez and the towers Mojica, OV10 and Cook, Noriega.
Good morning. Today we'll be having meatloaf, mashed potatoes, green beans, and a little bit of Brussels sprouts, salads, and delicious beans.
310 is on its way from AMU. That will be Hackler and Captain Meisenheimer. 72 Shares, 73 Schweizer. Today mostly sunny, 98 to 107. 93 in the mountains and 121 in the desert. Okay. Have a good day.
All right. Benji's healthy and back to work. Let's get a bee sting Benji on 3. 1, 2, 3, bee sting Benji!
Tragically, I'm here to talk about an incident that occurred yesterday afternoon at approximately 6:03 in the evening.
Breaking news in Riverside County, California.
Fire crews were fighting the Broadway fire when 2 firefighting helicopters collided midair. One of them crashed to the ground, the other landed safely. With heavy hearts, the firefighting community is mourning the death of 3 of their own. CAL FIRE is now identifying them as CAL FIRE Assistant Chief Josh Bischoff, CAL FIRE Captain Tim Rodriguez, and contract pilot Tony Souza.
Today, we gather to pay honor and tribute to our fallen brothers and sisters who made the ultimate sacrifice. No one thinks when you head off to work and you give that embrace or that goodbye, it'll be the last time, like pilot Tony Souza or our CAL FIRE brothers Josh Bischoff and Tim Rodriguez. They suited up to do the job they loved, and their loss was traumatic, sudden, and unfathomable.
Carry me home when the light in my eyes does fade. Carry me home when the shadow comes to take me away. Lay down my bones, knowing I'll be in a better place. Release my soul, carry me home.
My name is Joe Tyler, and as the Director and Fire Chief of this great public service organization of over 12,000 women and men, one of my greatest fears came true on the evening of Sunday, August 6th, when I received a call from our Southern Region Chief of an aviation accident in the community of Cabazon. This was a call that directors prior to me had experienced. I prayed a year and a half ago that I would get through my tenure without ever having to take one of these calls. And I have prayed every day since then that the women and men of CAL FIRE would be safe in their duties and come home safely as well. But here we are.
Carry me home when the shadow comes to take me away. Lay down my bones, knowing I'll be in a better place. Release my soul. Carry me home.
We are an agency still recovering, and I hope for the remainder of my career and those after me that they will never have to take one of those phone calls. But I know that they will.
We are the ones that are controlling all the aircraft, fixed wing and rotary wing, coming to the fire I give them strategy and tactics. I sequence them. I tell them where they need to go, where they need to drop.
You could pass the bar exam and operate on patients a lot faster than you can become an aerial supervisor. Most people that even get a chance to go to California Aerial Supervision Academy have 15 to 20 years of on-the-ground fire experience.
Knowing the caliber of employees that work in that position, I just didn't know if I had what it took.
Approximately at 3:52, we had a helicopter go down.